SVG Layout is much different than the CSS layout and box model that we're used to. Everything is positioned based off of a coordinate system. To better illustrate how SVG Layout works, we'll use the analogy of looking at the stars in the sky through a telescope. At the largest level, we have the sky, which we narrow down through the view of the telescope. We then have the ability to zoom in and out on the sky and change the direction we are looking through by pointing the telescope elsewhere. Well, all of these correlate to the certain SVG components. The sky is equal to the SVG drawing area, or canvas, in that it's an infinite space where elements can exist. The view through the telescope is similar to the SVG viewport, since it's used to narrow the focus and crop out pieces that we are not concerned with at the time of viewing. And lastly, changing the direction and zoom level are equal to the functions of the SVG view box. When setting up our SVGs, we don't need to do anything for the SVG canvas. It simply exists and is infinite. The viewport is the viewable section of the canvas and is set on the SVG tag itself via height and width attributes. The example I've shown here uses unitless values which will translate to pixels, but we can change the units to any length value that we'd like. For example, we can use ems if we'd like. As we can see, it's much larger than the previous example, because 1 em is much greater than 1 pixel. Once the SVG viewport has been established, the browser will establish a coordinate system based off the upper left-hand corner of this viewport. This corner will have an x value of 0 and a y value of 0. Next, let's explore the role that the viewbox attribute plays in SVG Layout.